Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell ya, we have made it to Friday, and the Punisher is here talking at ya. I am sporting some more of that Macallan's 12. Let me go ahead and fill up a little bit. Oh yeah, with that beautiful glass that everybody loves. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Ooh. Now before we take a sip, I like to let it cool off a little bit. You might have already observed a slightly different surrounding. Little change of venue, you might say. Of course, the Punisher is on a mission, and this is another undisclosed location. So here we are on a Friday, undisclosed location, and for that matter, undisclosed time. It's actually 3 a.m. Friday morning, and I had to stage this drink. Well, not really 3 a.m., but who knows what time? Do you know what time it is? Anyway, Punisher here on a Friday, making heads roll. I saw an interesting comment on Telegram. Somebody said, show me some hard facts. Well, I throw that right back. Because the Punisher is here, the MVP. I provide information. I provide updates. I make heads roll. And I don't promise nonsense. Excuse me. I offer some entertainment value because we gotta have humor in our lives or we'll never get through this. So, anyway, before we get too far, let's go ahead and pay some bills. No better time than the present to consider buying gold. I'll be right back. Sell in May and go away says it all. David Brady warns the S&P could nosedive 1,000 points, erasing 14 years of gains. And CEOs like Jamie Dimon warned of 70s-era stagflation. Q1 GDP numbers 1.6% and persistent inflation both point to stagflation. The 70s were a lost decade for the stock market, but gold and silver exploded higher. From 1972 to 74, gold gained 240% and silver gained 315%. So protect your retirement with gold or place a bullish bet on silver. Call America's own precious metals company, the National Gold Group. And if you mention the Punisher's channel, you will always get best-in-class service from America's conservative precious metals leader. The National Gold Group has a IRA fee waiver program on qualifying rollovers, so call 1-888-598-9909 for a free investor's guide today. National Gold Group is Consumer Affairs' top-rated gold IRA dealer. So call 1-888-598-9909. Again, that's 1-888-598-9909. So, welcome back. I had to clear my throat there again because I just ate a really, really good meal and I had a little backup, a little phlegm in the throat. You know how it is. But this is really tasting good. I can't have a cigar in this location either. If I were in a cave somewhere, then I could have a cigar. All right, so we talked about the trial on Hump Day, and of course nothing has gone on since then because we already heard the closing comments took place, and each closed. Tuesday they will provide the closing comments, and then it'll go to the jury, and we'll see what the hell happens. But it is a farce. We know that. So did you hear this? Of all of the VP choices, did you know that a poll showed that the most popular choice, which really isn't even on his list anymore, is Tulsi Gabbard? Probably because she's smart. She was a Democrat. She went independent because she realized how dumb they are and how wacky they are. That would be interesting. I've always said that she brings in a very interesting side of things, and with her comes a whole cast of other voters. You probably already heard that Nikki Haley has finally endorsed Trump. We knew she would, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing because we need to bring her voters in too. In Maryland, there was about a quarter of a good percentage, a pretty high percentage of folks voted for Nikki Haley. So that should tell you that that's a good thing to bring her back on board and bring those voters with her, because we need enough voters to counteract, so to speak, the level in which they cheat. So we got to really do good. So if Biden ends up getting 92,000 or 92 million votes, we know something is wrong. Last time he got 80 million. Yeah, right. Horse crap. So anyway, we got a lot going on. I know you were very excited for the massive leap with Operation Black Widow at 6.0 and Operation Enterprise at 9. That is amazing. That is amazing. There was a lot of thought that went into the increase in those, particularly Operation Black Widow. I've never had an operation, excuse me, I've never had an operation that increased in numerical value quite as fast as Operation Black Widow. And so we're going to make heads roll, lots of heads roll. Hang in there, okay? Everybody loves the Punisher. Punisher loves you, my Punisher patriots, okay? And boy, what is going on with my throat? Well, screw it. We're just going to press on through it. We're going to press on through it because you know it. Oh, I know it. The American people know it. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So, anyway, we got some big surprises coming up. Oh, and let me comment. A frog is in my throat. But the Sunday podcast is probably not going to happen. I may instead surprise you with a Saturday podcast or a Monday podcast. I'll tell you what, I will sign up for one of those two. So stay tuned. Probably not Sunday, but maybe Saturday evening, if so, 7 o'clock, or Memorial Day itself at 7 p.m. So stay tuned. I'll put something out. In fact, maybe I'll make a short to put something out. What do you think of that? So anyway, I hope that everybody had a wonderful week. I hope that everybody is planning for a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And remember what it's about, okay? Memorial Day. I ain't kidding either. No joke, no joke. And I'll end with this. No, I have not yet been eaten by cannibals. Screw James Whitey Bulger. We'll talk to you later, boy.